Hello?
Hi, may I speak with Anthony, please?
Oh, this is him.
Hey, Anthony, this is returning your call from Verizon Wireless Executive Office on a recorded line. Did I reach you at a good time?
You did.
All right, perfect. Okay, perfect. So I understand that you spoke. Thank you so much for being thorough in your complaint. That was very easy for me to identify names, get names and dates. So it made my investigation very, very smooth. So thank you so much for that.
Oh,
So
no problem. It makes it smoother for me to get compensation back as well. I've done this quite a few times. So I'm almost 31 years old, and as you can imagine, answering the phone, I believe we're not millionaires, and so we do go through the process of getting nickeled and dimed from either banks or cable companies, phone companies, extra charges here and there, and things aren't perfect. So, no problem.
Okay. So so I understand that customer service. You spoke with customer service, Felicia. Had a good conversation with her.
So she sounded very nice and very friendly and down to earth and helpful. So I went and gave a positive review to her supervisor, and she said, I can do it for you today. And I said, no, I need time to do research. I'm a very conscientious consumer, and I need to make sure that this is the kind of phone I want, and I need to go over the math and everything. And please give me that time. She goes, okay, no problem. I'm going to write it in the notes. It's going to be very easy for you to be able to go into a store, buy the phone, get the deal or whatnot, or if you want to call back and order it and we can deliver it to you, no problem. So all those notes, and going over it twice with her, should have been in there. When I arrived at the store, totally different story. We can't do that for you. We don't see the notes on here, and my face, I was just disenchanted, Jesus.
Right. So that definitely falls on the store representatives, because researching the account, Anthony, I do see the notes where you spoke with Felicia. Now I can't read.
I wanted to feel like I was getting a good deal because I had been paying so much money for so long. Me and Felicia had gone over the data, and she goes, yeah, it doesn't make sense for you. You're using 10 gigs at the most, and it doesn't make sense for you to be paying on this unlimited. Now, Jesus, so if we can go back, how long have you been working with Verizon and in this career field?
A good 4 years.
Okay, so you understand where these other people, Sprint and the competitors of Verizon, were giving unlimited data for about $80 or so for a long time, half a decade or so. And Verizon, I was paying much more for. Oh boy, I wasn't getting unlimited minutes. I wasn't getting unlimited texts. I think it was $10 for 500 texts. I'm not a big texter, so that was okay for me. But yeah, I was paying primo prices for not unlimited anything besides data, and figured at the time years ago it was the smart thing to do is to keep the unlimited data, because I had a feeling with the plans were starting to change that people were going to get nickeled and dimed. And I said, that's okay. I'll buy my phone at $700, no contract, keep that unlimited plan. I think that's the smartest route. Things, unfortunately, have changed where now Verizon's starting to play ball with the competitor. I keep almost impeccable records myself. So, yeah, so she was supposed to have that. And when they said that wasn't there, and then when that young man lied, when I walked in, and I do things a certain way, as I'm speaking to you, I speak very clear English. I say things in a certain order to see where you're coming from, to see if you're going to try to juke me or take advantage of me or whatnot, if you know what you're talking about. Then the manager, she overheard, Miss Gardner. And this is very important to me, Jesus, because not only was I disenchanted with the fact that I found out that $30 little nickel compensation for, hey, thanks for being with us, stay with us, wasn't on the notes, but she knew what was going on, and she said, okay, excuse me, sir, I'll be right with you. So then I wait, she comes over, she starts to talk to me, she tells me, oh, that's not on the notes, I can't do that for you, you need to get on the phone and call back. Well, Jesus, I'm a motorcycle rider for the last 8 to 9 years, and it was a bad day in California. On that day, it just rained and rained and rained, and I hadn't had a phone for 2 or 3 days at that time. It cut out on me. Thanks again for your patience and humbleness with listening to my story here as well.
Oh, no worries.
but I want to give you all the feedback so you know where I'm from, and you can do whatever you can do to help me out with all the information necessary. So then what it does, Jesus, is it brings back all those old memories of the other BBB letters I've been at, the other times where I was charged extra, and it's just it's a hassle. It's not needed. It should be so smooth, just like when I did it for you with the letter. It's smooth. You shouldn't have too many questions of where, why, how, this or that. It's smooth. With the lady, and then gives me to a new girl. And this is a manager who I had already told her I wrote a Better Business Bureau letter, and I don't want to go through that again and whatnot. So she knew what kind of customer I was, gave me to a new representative to finish the transaction. So that's what I went through, partner, and I don't deserve that. And that's why I'm asking for just 1 month of compensation for all the trouble I've been through at this point here.
Okay, no problem. And I'll be more than happy to grant you that credit.
Thank you.
Anthony, the 1 month of free service. I do see that $30, when you spoke again with customer service, that $30 credit was provided onto the account that appears.
Maybe a little bit more training for the young man.
Oh, no, definitely. I'll definitely go to make
response, and I do appreciate it, and wanted to say that you seem very textbook. No offense to that. I have used that in a negative reference before, but with the messages that you have sent me and even your letters, I mean, you're to the T, very professional, efficient, and yeah, no problem. I've been around it, like I said, around the block, and man, primo, definitely very, very well said. You speak it very well. How you your demeanor, I can tell in your voice, your demeanor, how you address yourself, and very, very well spoken.
Well, thank you. I do really appreciate that, Anthony.
Discount. And I was interested in this Motorola projector Moto mod. Are you familiar with that? Is there any little discount, anything you could give me to, I don't know, it'll probably with a 25% discount cost me roughly about $200 or so with tax. I was just wondering if there's anything you could do for me. I am willing to spend a couple $100 more with Verizon here.
It looks like this projector, the employee discount is not. This projector doesn't qualify for any type of employee discounts.
Oh, they were trying to sell it to me down there at the place, and of course one of the sales pitches is you get that 25%. So that's kind of another funny thing here now.
Yeah, there's certain accessories that don't qualify for the discount. So the 25% would be $75. So I'll be more than happy to, regardless, honor that $75, which would bring it down $299.99 minus 75, bring it down to $224.99, and I'm willing to provide you an additional $24.99 credit, so I could get you this projector for $200 plus taxes.
You're the man. That sounds like a good deal. Absolutely. If you
All right, so we will definitely go ahead and get that just because of the value of the accessory. We'll go ahead and send it 2-day delivery through FedEx. Bank Chase just works with Visa, so
Chase, you're with those thieves? No, I'm just kidding. They're all thieves.
Hey, better than Wells Fargo.
Hey, you see, everybody's got a preference of who's ripped them off last and the most and whatnot. Mm-hmm.
You as well.
All right, bye. Bam! Give me that money!